Act in all its many iterations. It's great to be secure, but the result has been a tremendous overreaching on the part of the NSA, the Department of Homeland Security, any number of other government agencies, in absolute violation of and with utter disregard for our Fourth Amendment rights. On immigration, he has voted consistently for amnesty since he first went to Washington 30 years ago. He voted for amnesty in 1986. He voted for it in 2006. Each one of these was expected to be the end-all and be-all. It was going to solve this problem for all time. And now his current silence and absolute lack of leadership on the amnesty proposals of 2013, this is not what the people of Kentucky want. To the Commonwealth of Kentucky, in the current economic state of things, as things are tough, it is unfortunate that Senator McConnell felt that it was appropriate this year to raise taxes on over 80% of hard-working Kentucky families. Mitch McConnell is the leader of the modern-day Republican Party, but it is a party that has failed to live up to the lofty ideals that Abraham Lincoln and Ronald Reagan have bequeathed to us. It is a party that has put power ahead of principles. A party that is as complicit in the impending fiscal crisis as the Democrat Party. It is a party that has gotten very good at making promises to us and very good at breaking them. The other day there was a septic pumping truck in Crestwood, Kentucky. It had a sign on the back. It said, "Warning, contents may include political promises." We laugh, but sadly, that's exactly what we've come to expect from the people in political office. We deserve better than that. Again, as Reagan said, that's the inherent and natural problem of a government that's run by a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital. When this country was established, we intentionally did not create a House of Lords. We did not make room in our government for an entitled aristocracy. And yet that is exactly what we now seem to have in the form of these career politicians. It's not enough, however, to simply be a critic. Not enough to say that Mitch McConnell has lost touch with the state, although he has. What is it that I would do differently? Well, it starts with a lesson I learned in the military, and that is leadership by example. Mitch McConnell has voted to raise his own pay at least 5 times. I promise as your U.S. Senator that I will never vote to raise my own pay. Never. Any politician who's even considering such a thing has clearly been in office too long. It starts with leadership by example, as I said, but it goes to bigger things. No more debt ceiling increases until we have an agreed-upon budget between the President and the Congress to balance our budget in the next 10 years or less. No more debt ceiling increases. Ban on earmark spending.
Yeah! Well,
dollar amount never seems to be that large. Just a bridge here, ballpark there, sculpture park in the other place. But it is the dirty grease, the dirty, filthy grease that allows bad legislation to pass, and it must never be allowed to enter the halls of Congress again, period. It is time to end Obamacare, no matter what it takes. 2012, Senator McConnell, using his power as minority leader, shut their voices down. No more weak excuses and empty promises. No more of this wheeling a big dolly full of paper and ribbons around for our amusement, or whatever that's supposed to be. No more of this root and branch rhetoric. It's time for the pathetic excuses. It's time to stop leading from behind.
Yeah.